Welcome back. You're watching News Now, and we have some breaking news coming in. Well, Tata Sons is seeking to raise at least $1.1 billion selling the TCS stock. That's what we are gathering from sources. To get us more details, we'll be joined shortly by Anurag Joshi. But that's the news. That's the breaking news that's just coming in. According to sources, Tata Sons is seeking to raise at least $1.1 billion selling the TCS stock. What will this fundraise really be used at? We'll shortly be joined by my colleague Anurag Joshi on this big story. In fact, what we are also learning is that TCS's share for price is 4,001 rupees per share. In fact, the joint book runners seem to be Citibank, Citigroup and JP Morgan. So Tata Group over there looking to really raise funds, raise at least $1.1 billion in selling the TCS stock. And now we're joined by my colleague Anurag Joshi, who's joining us on the phone line. Anurag, give us more details on what this fundraise really will entail and what will it be deployed towards?
Yes, so according to reports, Tata Sons is seeking to raise $1.1 billion selling the TCS shares. Now, the plan is that Tata Sons is planning to offer 23.4 million shares of TCS. And this is according to reports so far. And the floor price that has been set for the deal is 4,001 rupees per share. And if you see TCS stock today, that's ended at 4,152 rupees. Now, the reports also mention that Citi and JP Morgan are the joint book runners. Now, the sources are telling ET Now is that the money raised by Tata Sons will be used for some debt repayments, and it could also be raised for the capex. That is related to the semiconductor business, and these are the initial requirements for the semiconductor business. Now, Tatas are setting up a state-of-the-art plant in Dholera in Gujarat, and it is possible that some of the funds could be utilized over there.
All right. Thank you very much, Anurag, for getting us all of those details. So my colleague Anurag Joshi joining us on the phone line, giving us all the big details as far as Tata Sons seeking to raise at least $1.1 billion selling the TCS stock. Anurag says that the funds that will be raised through this will be deployed in the Tata Semiconductor plant. Remember, the Tata Semiconductor plant at Dholera, in fact, based in Assam as well, were inaugurated. The groundbreaking ceremony happened last week. With the Prime Minister himself joining that event virtually and inaugurating three semiconductor projects, which were, of course, flagged off by the cabinet, which were approved by the cabinet. So a huge chunk of this fundraise could be deployed in the semiconductor project. Remember, semiconductor project really is a complex process. Developing semiconductors is a complex process and obviously takes a lot of time and funds. And now to discuss this further, I'm now joined by Sandeep Agarwal, who's a fund manager at Sovilo Investment Managers LLP. Mr. Agarwal, how do you see this development?
So I think, this is primarily to raise money to fund as you rightly mentioned, the semiconductor venture. While I think, with soft landing expected in the US, the momentum in tech stock should pick up. So I think it is a very good price for the buyers at 4,000 rupees. And obviously, it gives an opportunity to some of the funds which have been on the sidelines to invest in the large names because of, the pricing or because of they waiting for the turnaround. I think if someone takes a 6 to 12 month view, there is a very good upside which is there at this offer price in my view.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for Sandeep Agarwal for joining us and sharing your thoughts. As my colleague Anurag Joshi was mentioning, and as Sandeep Agarwal mentioned, that this is a great floor price. 4,001 rupee per share is the floor price. Tata Sons, once again, giving you the details that Tata Sons is seeking to raise at least $1.1 billion selling the TCS stock. And this could be deployed as far as the Dholera and Assam semiconductor plants are concerned. Remember, the government is giving a huge push to India's semiconductor mission. We saw Micron on enter the semiconductor race in India, join India's semiconductor project. Last year, this year, we've seen CG Power come, and of course, Tata setting up 2 semiconductor plants, one in Dholera, which is going to be a Fab India's first fabrication unit. The second one is coming up in Assam. Remember, the semiconductor chips that will come out of these plants, as Mr. N. Chandrasekaran was mentioning last week in Gujarat, will happen by the end of December 2026, and they will be deployed across sectors: automotive, consumer durables, consumer electronics, and lots more. On that note,
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.